Hello everyone. In previous session we have seen about linked text and partial linked text. And so far we have seen various locators. Those are ID, name, linked text, partial linked text. And these locators are mainly useful to identify single locators on web page. So they are mainly useful to identify single locator on the web page. But sometimes in some scenarios we have to identify multiple elements with some same class name or tag name. So class name or tag name are used to identify multiple web elements. So class name locator is useful when we have to locate multiple elements with same class name. Tag name is also used when we have to locate multiple elements with same tag name. For example, let's say on a web page we want to find out how many websites link are there. So how many hyperlinks are there? If you want to find out that, we can use tag name attribute. So every link is having anchor tag. So we can identify by using tag name. We can count number of links present on our website. We can also print all those links. So we will see practical example as well. So class name and tag name are mainly used to locate multiple elements. We have seen ID, name, linked text and partial linked text locators, which are used to identify single locators on a web page. Now let's take one practical example for tag name. So scenario is, I want to go to this website and print number of links present on that web page as well as print all links. So I want to print how many links are present on the web page and I want to print all those links. So let's visit this website. So we have already visited in previous session, but let's visit it one more time. So once we go on this website, I want to check how many links. So this register is a link, login is also link, books is also link, digital downloads is also link. So overall, how many links? So I want to count all the links present on this web page and I want to print the links as well. So how we can do that? So by the help of tag name locator we can do that. So if you see, all the links have some common tag, that is anchor tag. So I will just inspect it. Let's inspect it. So if you check, each and every link is having common tag. Let's say here it is an anchor tag. For login also there is an anchor tag. Let's say for wish list also there is an anchor tag. Similarly, I want to check all the links. For example, in the bottom if you scroll down, there are also multiple links are present. So I want to check overall all the links present in the web page. If you see this orders, here is also anchor link. If you see blog, here is also anchor tag. For privacy notice, it is an anchor tag. So anchor tag is common for all the links, right? So I am just closing it now. So what we will do, we will use tag name locator. So I will just open PyCharm. Let's create a new Python file. I am creating a new Python file. Let's name it as class name and tag name demo. So we have created a Python file. I will just copy the previous code which we have used up to opening of browser and opening the URL. So I am just copying it. I am pasting it here. So which URL we want to open, that we have already mentioned it here. So up to this it will open the Chrome browser and it will open this URL. After that we can use the command like this. We can simply use driver dot find element by dot, here we can pass tag name. So by dot tag name comma, we can pass which tag we are going to use, anchor tag. So for that value is A, and it will store. If you see, one mistake is there, we have just used driver dot find element, but we have said that it should identify all the elements. That means it should identify multiple elements. It should return multiple elements. So instead of driver dot find element, we can use driver dot find elements, right? So driver dot find element is used to identify only one element, but driver.find elements will return a collection. It will return the list of multiple elements which are having anchor tag, and we will store it in, let's say, links. So we are storing it in a links variable. So it is basically a list of all the web elements which are having anchor tag as a tag name, and we can simply print length function, and we can pass links here. So it will print how many web elements or how many links are there on our web page. It should print count of that links, all the links. After that, we want to print that links as well, right? So we want to print that links as well. So how we can do that? What we can do is we can simply, let's go to that website. First, let's go to that website. Let's inspect it. So we want to print the links as well. So far we have written the code which will print count of all the links which are present as a web element having anchor tag, but we want to print links as well. So let's take a simple example of register. Here if you see, anchor is a tag, and what is the attribute here? Here is the href attribute. So if you simply use this href attribute, we want property, right? So we want value of this href attribute to be printed. So what we will do, so in this code what we will write is, we will use for in operator. So for every single link in links, for link in links, one by one it will fetch one element at a time from these links, and it will store it in a link, and we will simply print link dot get property. We want to print property, and which property we want to get, for which attribute we want to get property. We want to click all the links, so we can pass href attribute here. So what this command will do, it will first from these links it will fetch one web element at a time, it will store it in a link, and we are fetching from that link web element, we are fetching the value of that href attribute. So it should print the entire link. It will print link one by one, and after printing the first web element, it will move to the next web element, and one by one it will iterate and it will print all the links. So it will print all links present on our web page, and this statement will print count of all the links. It will print count of all links. Now let's execute this file and let's see the output. So I am just running this file now. We haven't used driver.close, that's why it is not closing, but let's see the output now. If you see the output here, right, so it is printing all the links present on our web page, and this is the count. So how many links or hyperlinks are present on our web page is 90. So on this web page there are 90 links, and if you see, all these links got printed here. So this is how we can use tag name to print all the links present in our web page. Similarly, now we see, let's say example of, so this is the example for tag name, right? So we have identified all the links, we have print the count of all the links, and we have also printed all the links value as well. So links also we have printed. Now I will comment this part of code. And now what we will do is, we will see some another example for class name. So for class name, what we want to check is, for class name we will check the following scenario. We will first go to Amazon.in website. We will search for mobile in search box, and the results will be displayed for mobiles, and we will count all the mobile results displayed on that first page, and we will print names and details of those mobile displayed in that result. So I will show you manually first. So what we will do is, we will simply go to Amazon.in website. So I am just going to Amazon.in. So once we reach on this web page, I am just performing manually now. So once we reach on this page, we will type mobile here in search box. After that we will press this search icon. it will fetch the results, it will show the results. We will print, so I want to print all the mobile results which are displayed here. These are the results. I want to first print count of this mobile, how many mobiles are displayed on this web page as a result. Along with the count, I also want to print the title or this information. I want to print, for example, I want to print information of each mobile. That is the name of this mobile, you can say it. So this is Samsung, from this Samsung Galaxy M14 up to this without charger. I want to print entire info this. I want to print this info for every mobile. I want to print this as well. I want to print this as well. For each and every mobile, I want to print this information along with the count of all the mobiles which are displayed on this result page. So how we can do that? By using class name. So how we can do that? By using class name. So here we have to identify the multiple elements. So what I will do, I will first inspect it. I am again inspecting it. Let's hover on this result. If you see, we have to use class name here, right? So if you see for first result, when it is highlighting, I am again inspecting it. Just go back. Okay, so this is the result page and I am again just selecting it. So let's see the first result. If you see the class here, right, if you see, this is the image, but what is the class is here for this first product, that is S image. This is the class name, S image. Now let's check it for another product which is below. For this also image tag is there. So this is the image, that's why image tag along with the, what is the attribute here for image tag, class is attribute is having S image as an attribute. For next, let's check. For next one also class name is again same, that is S image. So what we will use? We will use this class name S-image to identify all those mobile which are displayed in our result first page. So I am just copying it, S-image. This is the value for class. And let's write the command now. Let's write the code now. So I am going to PyCharm. Which website we are going to use? Website we are going to open? www.amazon.in. It will open the amazon.in page. After that we want to, so once we open this website, so let's open one more time. What is the next step which we are going to perform? We have to search mobile here, right? So first we have to identify this field. So I am just hovering on it. Let's check HTML code for this. So ID, let's check the ID here. So if you see, ID, let's copy this ID. If you see, input is a tag for this field, and what is the ID? This is the ID value. So I am just copying this ID, and in PyCharm we can write the command. So what is the command? Driver dot find element. We are using by dot ID first, and then we can pass this value. So this will identify the user input field, search field, and in which value we want to pass. So we want to search mobiles, right? So here we have to type mobiles. So here we have to type MOB mobile, and then we have to click on the search button. So first we have to pass this mobile value. So I will just pass dot send keys. How to pass input text? You can simply use send keys, and in which we are going to pass mobile as a text. So after that we want to click on this search button. So again identify this search button as well. We have to identify this search button. So here also, what is the tag name? Input is a tag name for this search button, and ID, what is the ID? nav-search-submit button. This is the ID for this search button. So we want to click it. So I am just copying this value of ID. I am just copying it value, and let's again write the command for that as well. So after typing mobile, we have to use driver dot find element by dot, again we are using ID, comma, and we have to pass this ID value here. And which action we want to perform? We are going to click it. So dot click. So it will click on this search icon. So after clicking, we will be displayed this result page, and here we are going to capture all the elements or the images, all these images results which are having common class name, that is s-image. If you see, class name is s-image. So I am just copying it, and in PyCharm, now let's write this command. So first we will declare one variable, let's say mobiles. So this is the variable or list in which we will store all those elements having common class name. So I will just write command driver dot find elements. Now we are going to use find elements by dot class name. So if you use class name dot comma, and after that we have to pass that value, that is s-image. So it will capture all those mobile result as a web element, and it will store it in mobiles list. We can also print length, right? So we can also print again length of mobile. So it will print how many results are there, how many web elements are there in our mobiles. After printing the count, what we will do, we will again use, we have to print all this information, right? So we want to print all this information. So let's inspect this information. If you inspect this information, if you see this code, let's inspect this information and let's see how we can fetch it. So which attribute is having this information, that we have to see. Once we find that, we can easily fetch out that information one by one. So I am just using this inspect element. Here we can see it, right? If you see, for this we have used s-image, that is class name, and if you see here, there is a one attribute, that is alt attribute, which is having this information which we want to print it out, right? So this information which we want to print, that is stored in alt attribute. This is the information which we want to print. So what we will do, we will use for every single mobile in mobiles. What we will do, we will simply print from mobile web element. So it will pick up each mobile web element one by one, and we will print dot get property. We will use get property method, not get attribute but get property, mobile dot get property, and for which in this we have to pass the attribute name for which we want to fetch the property. So what is the attribute name here? So attribute name which stores this information is alt attribute. If you see, this is alt attribute. So I will simply use alt attribute here. I will pass alt attribute. So it will fetch the value for this alt attribute one by one for all the mobiles, and it should print all these details. It will print count of all the web elements which are present, all the results which are displayed on the web page. So now let's execute this code. So let's execute this code. So it will open the browser. It will search for mobile. It will click on the search icon. After results are displayed, it will fetch all the information and it will print all the information. It is printing, right? So I am just minimizing it. So if you see the output here, process is completed. So it is print. First let's see what is the count. So 30 is the count. That means there are 30 results which are displayed here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 and so on. So overall it printed all the 30 which are present here. All the results which are having s-image, that is the class name. That is the class name, s-image, that is, so there are total 30 such elements present. It also printed all the details which we have used here, right? So it is printing all this information right here, right? For every mobile it is printing this information as well. So this is how we can use class name to capture the multiple elements. We can use class name to capture multiple elements, multiple web elements. In such scenario, we can use class name as well as tag name. Tag name will be used when there are common tag for those element, and class name can be used when there is a same class name for such multiple elements.